I just think you must know about it by now, right? Every single person you know wants to house hack. Your grandmother probably wants to house hack. I mean, literally everybody does. We have so many clients who want to house hack, but maybe you aren't 100% sure what it is. So I'm going to tell you. I'm Jonathan Green. I'm the team leader of Streamline Properties on Market, brokered by eXp Realty. I also run an off-market property acquisition company called Streamline Properties. I've been investing for more than 30 years, and house hacking is the hottest thing to hit real estate in years. But I mean, people have been doing it for forever. So basically, there's a couple different ways to house hack, but your most general way that it's being used now is to buy a multifamily property. Let's just say a two-family, for example. You live in one unit and you rent the other. The advantage of doing this with an FHA loan is you can do it with 3.5% down and you can cash flow out on the other unit. So it's very attractive for homeowners. They can qualify higher for first-time buyers. They can also learn about being a landlord, which helps you scale later as you get into more investments. And it's a great learning mechanism. However, as you've probably figured out with everything in life and all of the life hacks and exercise hacks and eating hacks, anything that's called a hack comes with its own perils as well. And house hacking comes with its own perils for sure. Everybody is not cut out to be a landlord. Let's just face it, not everyone is going to be good at it. And you have to be good at it to make the most money as a landlord, which is why it's so important to understand what you're getting into. When you buy a house hack, you need to be looking right now for at least one unit vacant. You can write into the contract that you want the property delivered vacant, fully vacant, but a seller with full tenants is probably just not going to do it. It's too much trouble for them. So you want to look carefully and understand what you're getting into. In order to make the most money as a house hacker, you want to look generally for uneven multis. And an uneven multi is one that has less bedrooms in one unit, more bedrooms in the other. Obviously, if you're scaling up to a 3-family or a 4-family, this is a little bit of a different proposition, but generally we're talking about 2 families. That's the best way it's done right now, or what I'll tell you about, which is a 2+1. But the uneven multi gives you the advantage, if it's just you or you and one other person, to live in the smallest unit and then rent out a larger unit. So in a lot of 4-bedroom, 2-bath multis, it's 2 beds and 1 bath on each side, same layout. That's kind of a bad use of your money if you don't need all that space and you're trying to make a great investment that will cash flow more for you. So you look for one that's maybe organized a little different. It's 3 bedrooms in one and 1 bedroom in the other. So you take the small unit, you rent the big unit, you make more money on your investment that way. Also, there's lots of different ways to do it. There's something called a 2+1. It's when there's a finished basement or a finished attic that's not a legal third unit, but generally people have rented it in the past, or it looks like it could be rented. There's a lot of things to watch out for in terms of insurance and what the city wants you to do in that extra unit and whether someone actually technically can live there. But a 2+1, at least in New Jersey, you can own or occupy if you don't have a stove in the unit. You can live down there in the basement, and that's a great way to house hack a 2-family. It's when there's 2 full units upstairs and the basement already has a shower and bath that's been permitted and approved, and you live down there as the owner occupant. And yeah, maybe you rough it a little bit, but you're probably making a lot of money on those 2 units upstairs. So house hacking is, coined that name because you're hacking living there by getting extra income on the way out. But again, you have to know how to be a landlord and you have to learn how to be a landlord to get through house hacking. Because remember, one, don't let anyone tell you, oh, you can put it in an LLC and they'll never know that you're the owner. None of those things happen. When you own a multifamily and you house hack, they always know that you're the owner. And when they know that you're the owner, they're going to knock on your door literally anytime they want to when something's going bad. So one, it's super important to be able to choose your tenants or work with the existing tenants and develop a good relationship there. But it's also important to know that you have to be active. There's no such thing as a passive house hack, because you're managing it. That's the whole point of doing a house hack. You're doing the property management and you're stuck with your neighbor who is also your tenant. So a lot of things to think about, but that's house hacking in general. There's a lot of different ways to do it. The more units you can do, if you can do it in a 3 or 4 family, it's obviously better if that works for your price point, because the deal with that is if you're house hacking a 2 family and you're in one unit and then there's a tenant in the other and they stop paying for some reason, you have no income coming in. In a 3 family, one person stops paying, you still have some income coming in. 4 family, 2 units if someone stops paying when you're house hacking. So that's why people look for a little bit more. But remember, 2 times the tenants could be 2 times the problems, could be 2 times the CapEx, which are capital expenditures, which are things that break. So if you have a 2, 3, or 4 family, remember, you could just go buy a condo and then live in it and then leave after a year and then rent it. If you buy a 2 family, a lot of times there's going to be 2 furnaces, 2 hot water heaters, 2 gas meters, 2 electric, 2 ways that everything can go wrong, your unit and their unit. So you are getting maybe double the pleasure, but also double the headaches. That's it for today. And that's house hacking in a nutshell. Again, I'm Jonathan Green. You can always find us and you can search properties on our website in lots of different areas of the country at streamlined.properties. Have a great day. This will get bookmarked into our real estate investor portal. We do 1 real estate investor Zoom a week, always on Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. And I'll put some of that information in the description below. These are investor portals for you to learn and safely invest, and also have the camaraderie of other investors who can help you by telling you what they've done. Have a great day.